We present What Ho Jeeves by P.G. Wodehouse. Starring Michael Hordern as Jeeves, Richard Briers as Bertie Wooster, and Clive Francis as Lord Chuffnell. From the book, Thank You, Jeeves, Episode 3, The Butter Situation.
I can't say I like the look of things. Invited to attend the birthday party of young Dwight Stoker on board J. Washburn Stoker's yacht, and attracted to the orgy not least by the fact that the Chuffnell Regis nigger minstrels were slated to provide the entertainment, I had arrived on deck at 7 p.m. precisely. 10 minutes later, I was a prisoner in one of the staterooms, old Stoker having informed me that, as he now had proof that his daughter Pauline had been in my cottage the night before, a marriage had been arranged and would shortly take place between Mr. Bertram W. Wooster and this same Miss Pauline Stoker. It would be idle to deny that this information sent me reeling against the wallpaper. As J. Washburn closed the door behind him and locked it, I felt like a wild thing caught in a snare. There seemed no avenue of escape. How long I remained sitting on the bed, picking feverishly at the coverlet, I could not say. An hour, perhaps, possibly 2. At any rate, I'd given up all hope, and was about to emit yet another hollow G of despair, when the door at last reopened, and a respectful cough informed me that Jeeves, who was now in old Stoker's employment, was in my midst. Jeeves!
Good evening, sir. Mr. Stoker instructed me to bring you some pyjamas.
It is not pyjamas I need, Jeeves, but the wings of a dove. Are you abreast of the latest development?
Yes, sir. My informant was Miss Stoker. She related to me an outline of the plans which Mr. Stoker had made.
About our getting married, you mean?
Precisely, sir.
By Jove, Jeeves, an idea occurs to me. Things aren't quite as bad as I thought they were.
No, sir?
No, can't you see? It's all very well for old Stoker to talk,
glibly, sir?
airily.
Airily or glibly, sir, whichever you prefer.
It's all very well for old Stoker to talk with airy glibness about marrying us off, but he can't do it, Jeeves. Miss Stoker will simply put her ears back and refuse to cooperate. Well, you can lead a horse to the altar, but you can't make it drink.
Sir?
Well, Miss Stoker doesn't want to marry me, Jeeves, any more than I want to marry her. She wants to be the next Lady Chuffnell, not Mrs. Bertram Wooster. Well, I know she handed Chuffy the mitten last night, but deep down I'm convinced the old love persists and only needs a bit of corkscrew work to get it to the surface again.
In my recent conversation with the young lady, sir, I did not receive the impression that she was antagonistic to the arrangements her father had outlined.
What?
No, sir. She seemed, if I may say so, resigned and defiant.
She couldn't be both.
Oh, yes, sir. Miss Stoker's attitude was partly one of listlessness, as if she felt nothing mattered now, but I gathered she was also influenced by the thought that in contracting a matrimonial alliance with you, she would be making, shall I say, a defiant gesture at his lordship.
Well, scoring off him, you mean, in return for what he said last night when he caught her in my pyjamas?
Precisely, sir.
Oh, what a damn silly idea. The girl must be cuckoo.
Feminine psychology is admittedly odd, sir. The poet Pope...
Oh, never mind about the poet Pope, Jeeves.
No, sir.
There are times one wants to hear all about the poet Pope and times when one doesn't.
Very true, sir.
The point is, I seem to be up against it. If that's the way she feels, nothing can save me. I am a pipped man.
Yes, sir. Unless...
Unless?
Well, I was wondering, sir, if on the whole it would not be best to obviate all unpleasantness and embarrassment by removing yourself from the yacht.
What?
Yacht, sir.
I know you said yacht. I said what? Jeeves, it isn't like you to come in here at a crisis like this with straws in your hair and talk absolute drip. How the devil can I leave the yacht? The quayside is half a mile away. I can't swim that far.
No, sir. Nevertheless, the matter could be readily arranged, if you are agreeable, sir. The only reason I hesitate to advance my scheme is that I fear you may not approve of the idea of covering your face with boot polish.
Boot polish?
Yes, sir. Time being of the essence, I think it would not be advisable to employ burnt cork.
Burnt cork? Gee, you've been having a couple.
Permit me to explain, sir. If you recall, Master Dwight Stoker's birthday party is at present in progress in the main saloon, the entertainment being provided by the Negroid musicians from Chuffnell Regis. The performance will be concluded shortly, sir, and after that the entertainers will leave the boat.
You mean?
Precisely, sir. I have a small tin of boot polish here. I brought it with me in anticipation of this move. It will be a simple task to apply it to your face and hands in such a manner as to create the illusion, should you encounter Mr. Stoker, that you were a member of this troupe.
Jeeves.
The suggestion I would make, sir, is that, if you are amenable to what I propose, we should wait until these black-faced persons have left for the shore. I could then inform the captain that one of them, a personal friend of mine, had lingered behind to talk with me and so had missed the motor launch. I have little doubt that he would accord me permission to row you ashore in one of the smaller boats.
Jeeves, I've always known that, due to your fish diet, your brain is about as full of phosphorus as the human brain can jolly well stick. But this, well, it's a supreme effort, Jeeves. You stand alone.
Thank you, sir.
Others abide our question. Thou art free.
I endeavour to give satisfaction, sir.
You think it will work?
Yes, sir.
The scheme carries your personal guarantee?
Yes, sir.
And you say you have the stuff handy?
Yes, sir.
Then start smearing, Jeeves, and continue to smear till your trained senses tell you you have smeared enough. When a tactician like Jeeves sets out to shift a fellow from spot A to spot B, from a stateroom on a yacht, for example, to the shore in front of his cottage, there is absolutely nothing to report. He just does it. No hitches, no difficulties, no fuss, no excitement. I mean, one just reaches for the nearest tin of boot polish, blacks one's face, strolls across the deck, saunters down the gangway, waves a genial farewell to such members of the crew as may be leaning over the side, spitting into the water, steps into a boat, and in about 10 minutes there one is, sniffing the cool night air on the mainland. A smooth bit of work. An exceedingly smooth bit of work, in fact, Jeeves, and a credit to you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Jeeves. And now what?
Sir.
Are you smiling, Jeeves? Something tickling you?
I beg your pardon, sir. I had not intended to betray amusement, but I could not help being a little entertained by your appearance. It is somewhat odd, sir.
Most people would look somewhat odd with boot polish all over them, Jeeves.
Yes, sir.
Greta Garbo, to name but one.
Yes, sir.
Or Dean Ing.
Very true, sir.
Then spare me these personal comments, Jeeves, and reply to my question.
I fear I have forgotten what it was you asked me, sir.
My question was, and is, now what?
You desire a suggestion respecting your next move, sir.
I do.
I would advise repairing to your cottage, sir, and cleansing your face and hands.
So far, sound. Perhaps you might care to come with me.
Very good, sir.
And then?
After which, if I might hazard the advice, sir, I think it would be well if you were to catch the next train to London.
Again, sound.
Once there, sir, I would advocate a visit to some continental resort, such as Paris or Berlin, or even perhaps as far afield as Italy.
Or sunny Spain.
Yes, sir, possibly Spain.
Or even Egypt.
You would find Egypt somewhat warm at this time of year, sir.
Not half so warm as England if Pop Stoker re-establishes connection.
Very true, sir.
Oh, there's a lad, Jeeves. There's a tough citizen. There's a fellow who chews broken glass and drives nails into the back of his neck instead of using a collar stud.
Mr. Stoker's personality is decidedly forceful, sir.
Oh, bless my soul, Jeeves, I can remember the time when I thought Sir Roderick Glossop a man-eater. But he pales in comparison, positively pales. Which brings us to a consideration of your position. Do you intend to go back to the yacht and continue mingling with that gruesome bird?
No, sir. I fancy Mr. Stoker would not receive me cordially. It will be readily apparent to a gentleman of his intelligence, when he discovers your flight, that I must have been instrumental in assisting you to leave the boat. I shall return to his lordship's employment, sir.
Chuffy will be glad to get you back.
It is very kind of you to say so, sir.
Not at all, Jeeves. Anybody would be. If only... But no. You remain resolutely opposed to my banjolele, I take it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, I thought you probably would. Otherwise, But no. You'd better return to Chuffy's retinue, Jeeves. I shall soldier on with Brinkley.
Sir?
Brinkley, Jeeves, my new man.
Oh, yes, sir. Yeah, I made his acquaintance yesterday, and passing on your message that he might have the evening off.
Quite. He hasn't come back from that yet, incidentally.
Indeed, sir?
No. My theory is that he's gone on the toot of a lifetime. Certainly, if he's trying to drown his sorrows, it ought to take him weeks. A melancholy blighter, Jeeves.
Not a sanguine spirit, I agree, sir. Interested in the coming social revolution, he told me.
Good Lord. A ballet Bolshevik, eh? No wonder he always looks at me as if he were measuring me for my lamppost. Oh, here we are, Jeeves. Seaview Cottage. The soap and water is my first requirement, I fancy.
No, sir. Butter.
Butter?
For the removal of boot polish, butter is a sine qua non, sir.
Oh. Oh, here we are. Home sweet home. Golly, Jeeves, what's all this?
I could not say, sir. But from this vantage point it appears that a person is endeavouring to wrestle with your grandfather clock.
Where? Let me see. Yes, you're right. And the clock's getting the better of it. Jeeves, it's Brinkley. Moscow's pride, stewed to the gills.
I'm very much afraid so, sir.
But the Bally 5-year planner is smashing up the Wooster home, Jeeves. I'm going in.
But, sir...
Come on, Jeeves. Hey, Brinkley! Brinkley! What's going on, dash it?
Oh, Lord! Hello, it's a devil! It's a black devil!
The black... No!
Oh,
Brinkley! Brinkley, put that knife down! Put it down! Jeeves, quick, upstairs in my bedroom!
A devil! A black devil! Yes! I'll get you! I'll get you, you black devil! Come back here! All of you! Here!
Quick, Jeeves! Shove that chest of drawers against the door!
Yes, sir.
Oh, that was a close call, Jeeves.
Indubitably, sir.
Now what? Brinkley! Brinkley, stop that, you blighter!
Sir, come out, sir, please, sir. I just want to cut you open, sir, to let it all out, sir. You've got to be killed, sir.
It's all right, Brinkley! The man's a loony, Jeeves.
Certainly somewhat unbalanced, sir.
I mean, why does he keep calling me sir? Sounds so dash silly when he's threatening to dismember me.
Yes, sir.
Brinkley! Brinkley, stop it! It's all right, Brinkley!
It will be if you come out, sir.
I mean, I'm not the devil!
Oh, yes, you are, sir.
I'm not, I tell you!
Oh, yes, you.
I am Mr. Wooster!
He's got Mr. Wooster in there. Help! Help! He's got Mr. Wooster in there.
Now then, what's all that?
Golly.
Yes.
What is all that?
Golly, Jeeves, it's Police Sergeant Vools. We're safe.
Yes, sir.
In there.
Well?
Yes, the devil's in there, sir. You've emerged Mr. Wooster, sir.
Oh, yes, and what are you doing with that noise?
Oh, I caught it up to attack the devil, sir.
Oh, yes, and what devil would that be?
A black devil, sir.
Black, eh?
Yes, sir. He's in this room murdering Mr. Wooster.
In this room?
Yes, sir.
Well, we can't have that sort of thing.
No, sir.
Here, you go downstairs, Brinkley.
Yes, sir.
Oi! Are you in there, Mr. Wooster?
Now what, Jeeves? Open up.
I would not advocate such a step, sir. I should imagine Sergeant Vools might wish to question you at some length concerning young Brinkley's behaviour, and possibly your own appearance, too. And such questioning would, in all probability, prevent your catching the next train to London.
That's the thought, Jeeves. That's giving old Stoker enough time to notice my absence and come charging ashore to scoop me up again.
Exactly, sir.
Oi, come out of there! Come along, it's quite safe now.
Then what, Jeeves?
I would suggest tying 2 sheets together and dropping from the window, sir.
Edge away, you mean?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Jeeves, I think you're right. Let's get knotting.
You in there, what's going on? Hey, young Brinkley down there.
Sir.
Look at what you're doing with that oil lamp. You're upset at.
Yes, sir.
Hey, you'll set the house on fire. Oh, you young idiot. Come back. Fire, fire.
Jeeves, it sounds to me as if Brinkley has set the cottage on fire.
Most disturbing, sir. The sheets are almost ready, sir.
We don't have time for sheets, Jeeves. Look, this place is like ballet tinder. Let's get out of this blazing pyre before we're cooked to a crisp. Oh, now follow me, Jeeves. Just let yourself drop, like the gentle dew upon the place beneath.
Rain, sir.
Whether rain or dew is immaterial, Jeeves. Come along, drop.
Very good, sir.
Now, let's get out of here. Quick, through the hole in the hedge.
Yes, sir.
Whew. Oh, now what, Jeeves? Look at the ballet place. It's really spitting on its hands and getting down to it now.
The conflagration is certainly progressing rapidly, sir.
Ah! My banjolele!
Sir?
My banjolele's in the sitting room.
That is most unfortunate, sir. The sitting room would appear to have been virtually consumed by fire already.
Yes, dash it. Oh, golly, Jeeves, this is a bit thick, isn't it?
Undoubtedly so, sir.
The blighted place will be a heap of ashes by the time the fire brigade arrives here.
Yes, sir.
Look! Look! Sergeant Boole's house is caught light now. Oh, Lord. What are those sore things people find themselves in, Jeeves?
Straits, sir?
Then I am in the sorest straits. My banjolele has gone up in smoke. My other possessions are going the same way. And I've still got a black face. Where am I going to get butter from now?
Might I suggest...
Yes, Jeeves, you have an idea?
I was merely about to say, sir, that were we to proceed to Chuffnell Hall, I have no doubt that I would be able to procure butter for you there.
Of course. Will I still be in time to catch the next train for the Metrop, do you think? I must get out of Chuffnell Regis tonight. When is it?
10:21, sir.
Then we haven't a moment to lose, Jeeves. Lead on to Chuffnell Hall.
Very good, sir.
When we reached the hall, Jeeves suggested it would be wiser if I were to remain in the grounds while he went to forage for butter, as messing around near the back door was a species of scullery maid he considered might not take too kindly to the introduction of a black-faced Bertram onto the premises. Accordingly, I came to roost in the rhododendron shrubbery and awaited the honest fellow's return. Nothing happened. 5 minutes passed. Then another 5. But Jeeves failed to reappear to any extent whatever. I was baffled, and I was on the point of emerging from my bush with a view to instituting some inquiries, when the sound of someone coming up the drive made me duck down again like a more than usually diffident snail retreating into its shell. For the nocturnal visitor, in addition to walking up the drive, was also singing Lead Kindly Light in a reedy tenor voice. I recognized the voice. It belonged to my plastered personal attendant, Brinkley.
The night is dark and I'm far from home. Lead thou me on. Keep thou my feet. I do not ask to see the distant sea. One step enough for me.
What on earth are you making that foul noise for?
Is Lord Chuffnell in?
I am Lord Chuffnell.
Good evening.
What do you mean, good evening? What
Is the devil with you?
is who?
The devil, my lord.
You're tight.
Yes, my lord.
Get out.
Oh!
Get out.
Ah!
Go on, go away.
Oh.
Don't come back.
Oh!
Go on, go away.
I say, Chuffy.
Who the devil's that?
It's only me, Chuffy, in this bush.
Who is it?
Bertie.
Bertie?
That's right.
Oh.
Hang on, I'm coming out. I say, you put it across that fellow properly, Chuffy. I liked your work. It was particularly agreeable to me to see him so adequately handled, because I've been wishing all evening I had the nerve to kick him myself.
Who was he?
My man, Brinkley.
What was he doing here?
I fancy he was looking for me.
But why wasn't he at the cottage then?
Oh, I'm afraid you're a cottage short, Chuffy, old man. I regret to report that Brinkley has just burned it down.
What? He burned the cottage? How? Why?
Just a whim. I suppose it seemed a good idea to him at the time.
But why on earth should he burn a cottage?
One cannot attempt to fathom the psychology of blokes like Brinkley, Chuffy. They move in a mysterious way their wonders to perform. Suffice it that he did.
Are you sure it wasn't you?
My dear chap,
It sounds the sort of silly, fat-headed thing that you would do. What do you want here anyway? Who asked you to come? Last night you entertained but that is a certain young lady in your pajamas. Tonight you stroll up and down my drive. Now, if you think that
I know, I understand, Chuffy, old man. Painful misunderstanding, coolness, a disposition to disapprove of Bertram. I'm sorry.
Well, what were you doing in that bush?
Well, the thing is, Chuffy, I was waiting for Jeeves to bring me butter, but he seems to have got lost. So perhaps you could weigh in with the necessary instead.
Butter?
Look at me.
Oh, I see. Look, I do understand. Look, well, you better come in and sleep it off, Bertie. Come on.
What?
You can walk.
What? No, wait, no, it's not what you think. It's not what you think at all. No, listen. British Constitution. She sells seashells by the seashore. He stood at the entrance of Burgess's fish sauce shop welcoming him in.
Oh, then you're not tight.
Not a bit.
But you sit in bushes and your face is black.
I know, but hold the line, Chuffy, and I will tell you all, for I have a very strange story to relate, old man. A strange story to relate. So you see, Chuffy, butter. Slabs of butter. If you have butter, prepare to shed it now. Jeeves has clearly fallen down on the job, so you are by way of being my last hope. Now, I'll just saunter about out here, shall I, while you pop in the kitchen and secure the stuff, eh? You do realize, don't you, old egg, well, the time is of the very essence. I shall only just be able to catch the train as it is.
Let me get this straight. You want me to bring you butter,
That's the idea.
so that you can clean your face and go off on this train to London,
Yes,
thus escaping Mr. Stoker.
that's right, that's right. It's amazing the way you followed it all, old thing. I don't suppose I know 6 fellows who would have grasped the plot with the same unerring accuracy. I've always thought highly of your intelligence, Chuffy, old man, very highly.
I see. In other words, you wish me to help you back out of your honourable obligations. What?
What?
That's what I said. What? Good God, I didn't interrupt when you were telling me your degrading story because I wanted to get it quite clear. Now perhaps you let me say a word.
Oh, rather.
You want to catch trains to London, do you? I see. Well, I don't know what you think of yourself, Wooster, but if you would care to know how your conduct strikes a perfectly unprejudiced outsider, I don't mind informing you that, in my opinion, you are behaving like a hound, a skunk, a worm, a tick, and a warthog.
Me?
Good gosh! This beautiful girl loves you. Her father very decently consents to an early wedding, and instead of being delighted and pleased and tickled as anybody else would be, you are planning to edge away.
But, Chuffy!
I repeat, to edge away. You are brutally and callously scheming to oil out, leaving this lovely girl to break her heart, deserted, abandoned, flung aside like a, I shall forget my own name next, like a soiled glove.
But, Chuffy!
Don't try to deny it.
But, dash it, it isn't as if she were in love with me.
Ha! Isn't she so infatuated with you that she swims ashore from yachts to visit you in your cottage?
She loves you.
Ha!
She does, I tell you. It was you she swam ashore last night to see. She was only staying in my cottage until she could get a change of clothing. And she only took on this binge of marrying me to score off you because you doubted her.
Ha!
So take the sensible viewpoint, old man, and bring me butter. Ha! I wish you wouldn't keep saying ha. It doesn't advance the issue, and it sounds rotten. I must have butter, Chuffy. If it be only a small pat, bring it out. Wooster speaking, old man. The chap you were at school with, the fellow you've known since he was so high.
I will tell you exactly how I feel about all this, Bertie. I won't pretend that I don't love this girl. Even after what has happened, I still love her. I shall always love her. I loved her from the very first moment we met. It was at the Savoy Grill, I remember. And I knew right from the start that I had found the only girl in the world for me. Not having the foggiest that she was really crazy about you all the time.
She isn't.
But now I realize it and know, of course, that I could never win her for myself. But I can do this, Bertie. Having this great love for her, I can see to it that she is not robbed of her happiness. If she is happy, that is all that matters. For some reason, her heart is set on being your wife. Why, one cannot say, and we need not go into it. But for some unaccountable reason, she wants you, and she shall jolly well get you. Funny that you should have come to me, of all people, to help you shatter her girlish dreams and rob her of her sweet, childlike trust in the goodness of human nature. You think I will sit in with you on this foul project? My left foot I will. You get no butter from me, my lad. You will remain exactly as you are, and after thinking it over, I have no doubt that you will find your better self pointing the way, and that you will go back to the yacht, prepared to fulfill your obligations like an English gentleman.
But, Chuffy!
And if you wish, I will be your best man. Agony, of course, but I will do it if you want me to.
Butter, Chuffy!
No butter, Wooster. You are better without it.
And flinging aside my hand, like a soiled glove, he stalked past me into the night. I tried to call him back, but nothing came through except a rather unpleasant whistling sound. Not quite so loud as the row your radio makes when you twiddle the twiddler a bit too hard, but in other respects closely resembling it. The faculties seemed numbed, if you know what I mean, as if somebody had walloped the old soul unexpectedly with a sandbag. Rooted to the S, about sums it up. And then suddenly I came to life with a jerk. The most abominable uproar was proceeding from the house. Chuffy's pestilential young cousin Seabury appeared to be contributing most of it. He was yelling his bally head off. From time to time one caught the fainter yet penetrating note of his mother, the Dowager Lady Chuffnell, and blending in with this, the unmistakable baritone woofle of Sir Roderick Glossop. The whole appeared to be proceeding from the drawing-room, and except for one time when I was sauntering in Hyde Park and suddenly found myself mixed up in a community singing, I've never heard anything like it. It couldn't have been very long after this when the front door was suddenly flung open and somebody came stumping out, clearly fed to the eye teeth. there was just a moment when the light from the hall shone upon this sudden exeter, enabling me to recognize him. It was this same Sir R. Glossop, and his face was as black as the ace of spades. I could make nothing of it. Dash peculiar was my verdict. And so rummy did it seem that, believe it or believe it not, when a few minutes later Jeeves at last filtered out, my first question to him was not why he had been such a dickens of a time procuring the stearic matter, but what exactly was going on. Jeeves, I've just seen Sir Roderick Glossop looking like the chocolate-coloured coon. What in the name of everything bloodsome is happening?
Yes, sir. Sir Roderick assumed that disguise in order to entertain Master Seabury.
Entertain Seabury? What the devil for? You couldn't possibly explain, could you, Jeeves?
Certainly, sir. I derived my information from the servants' hall, where conversation is rife on the subject.
I'm not surprised.
No, sir. It appears that earlier this evening, sir, Master Seabury was a little fractious on account of having missed the Negro entertainment at the celebration to mark the anniversary of the birthday of Master Dwight Stoker.
Dwight's birthday party, you mean?
Precisely, sir.
Well, serve the silly little geezer right, Jeeves. If he wanted to go, he shouldn't have started a scrap with Dwight yesterday.
Just so, sir.
And to attempt to touch your host for 1 6 protection money on the eve of his birthday party is the act of a fathead.
Very true, sir. It appears further, sir, that the Dowager, Lady Chuffnell, was keen that some alternative entertainment be provided for the little fellow, and Sir Roderick Glossop was induced to offer his services.
You mean sing?
Yes, sir. I believe Sir Roderick has a pleasing baritone voice, and as a younger man, in the days when he was a medical student, sir, was often accustomed to render songs at smoking concerts and similar entertainments.
Golly. Well, I would never have thought it of that old blister.
I agree that one would scarcely suspect such a thing from his bearing nowadays, sir. Tempora mutanta, nocet mutamer in illis.
No doubt. And he was persuaded to black up as well.
Yes, sir. It was her ladyship's view that something in the nature of a negroid performance was indispensable. Master Seabury, when in his present frame of mind, is always extremely exigent.
And old Glossop just right-hoed without a murmur.
Sir Roderick is very amenable at the moment, you must remember, to any suggestion emanating from her ladyship.
You mean he's in love?
Yes, sir.
And love conquers all.
Yes, sir.
But even so, if you were in love, Jeeves, would you black up to entertain the son of the adored object?
No, sir, but we are not all constituted alike.
True.
Sir Roderick did endeavour to protest, but her ladyship overruled his objections on the grounds that his acquiescence would go a long way towards healing the breach between Master Seabury and himself.
Breach?
Yes, sir. I happen to know that the young gentleman had been unsuccessful in his endeavour to extract protection money from Sir Roderick, and was resenting the fact keenly.
He tried to gouge the old boy.
Yes, sir, for 10 shillings. I had this information from the young gentleman himself yesterday.
They all confide in you, Jeeves.
Yes, sir.
And old Glossop wouldn't kick in?
No, sir. Instead, he read the young gentleman something of a lecture, what the latter described as pie jaws. And I happen to know that hard feelings existed as a consequence on the young gentleman's side. So much so, indeed, that his thoughts were turning towards constructing some sort of booby trap for Sir Roderick.
He wouldn't have the nerve to do the dirty on a future stepfather, would he?
He has already done so, sir.
What?
Yes, sir. And the disturbance you no doubt heard shortly before Sir Roderick left the house was caused by Sir Roderick inflicting a personal assault on the young gentleman by way of reprisal.
I see. It sounded as if little Seabury was being murdered. No such luck, I take it?
No, sir, I think not. Although I was not an actual eyewitness of the episode, I derived this information from Mary the parlour-maid, who was present in person.
Present?
Peeping through the door, sir. Sir Roderick's negroid appearance, when she encountered him earlier this evening on the stairs, seemed to have affected the girl powerfully, and she tells me that she had followed him about ever since, waiting to see what he would do next. I gathered that his aspect fascinated her. She is inclined to be somewhat frivolous in her mental attitude, like so many of these young girls.
And what occurred?
The affair may be said to have had its inception, sir, when Sir Roderick, passing through the hall, fell a victim to the young gentleman's booby trap. Incensed by this, he appears to have hastened to the drawing-room, where he immediately subjected Master Seabury to a severe castigation. Her ladyship vainly endeavoured to induce him to desist, but he was firm in his refusal. The upshot of the matter was a definite rift between her ladyship and Sir Roderick, the former stating that she never wished to see him again, the latter asseverating that if he could once get safely out of this pestilential house, he would never darken its doors again.
A real mix-up.
Yes, sir.
And the engagement's off?
Yes, sir. The affection which her ladyship felt for Sir Roderick was instantaneously swept away on the tidal wave of injured mother love.
It's rather well put, Jeeves.
Thank you, sir.
Not at all. So Sir Roderick has pushed off forever?
Apparently, sir.
I say, a lot of trouble Chuffnell Hall is seeing these days, almost as if there was a curse on the place.
Yes, if one were superstitious, one might certainly suppose so, sir.
Well, if there wasn't a curse on it before, you can bet they're about 57 now. I heard old Glossop applying them as he passed. He was much moved, Jeeves.
So I should imagine so. Or he would scarcely have left the house in that condition.
How do you mean?
Well, sir, if you consider, it will scarcely be feasible for him to return to his hotel in the existing circumstances. His appearance would excite remark. Nor, after what has occurred, can he very well return to the hall.
Good Lord, Jeeves, you open up a new line of thought. Look, let me just review this. He can't go to his hotel. No, I see that. And he can't crawl back to the Dowager Lady C and ask for shelter. No, I see that too. It's a dead stymie. I can't imagine what on earth he'll do.
It is something of a problem, sir.
Yes. Do you know, Jeeves, scurvily as that man has treated me in the past, I can't help feeling sorry for him. I do, absolutely. He's in such an awful jam. It was bad enough for me being a black-faced wanderer, but I hadn't the position to keep up that he has. I mean to say, the world, observing me in this condition, might quite easily have just shrugged its shoulders and murmured, young blood, or worse to that effect, what?
Yes, sir.
But not with an eminent Harley Street nerve specialist like him.
Very true, sir.
Well, well, well. Dear, dear, dear. I suppose if you come right down to it, this is the vengeance of heaven.
Quite possibly, sir.
It just shows how we ought always to be kind, even to the humblest, Jeeves. For years this Glossop has trampled on my face with spiked shoes, and see where's landed him. What would have happened if we'd been on chummy terms at this juncture? He would have been on velvet. Observing him shooting past just now, I should have stopped him. I should have called out to him. I should have said, "Hi, Sir Roderick, half a second. Don't go roaming about the place in make-up. Stick around here for a while. Pretty soon Jeeves will be arriving with the necessary butter, and all will be well." Well, shouldn't I have said that, Jeeves?
Something of that general trend, no doubt, sir.
And he would have been saved from this fearful situation, this sore strait in which he now finds himself. I dare say that man won't be able to get butter till well on in the morning. And all because he wouldn't treat me decently in the past. Well, makes you think a bit, that, Jeeves, what?
Yes, sir.
There's no use talking about it, of course. What's done is done.
Very true, sir. The moving finger writes, and having writ moves on, nor all your piety and wit can lure it back to cancel half a line, or all your tears wash out a word of it.
Quite. Very true. However, Jeeves, this chatter may be all very well, but I have a train to catch, so I will trouble you now to disgorge the butter, if you please.
I am extremely sorry to be obliged to inform you, sir, that owing to Master Seabury's booby-trap for Sir Roderick having been made in the nature of an old-fashioned butter slide, sir, there is now no butter in the house.
What?
Yes, sir.
No butter?
No butter, sir.
But, Jeeves, this is frightful.
Most disturbing, sir.
The adjective disturbing, Jeeves, seems to me to miss the facts by about 10 parasangs. You mean this repulsive little aeroplane-eared son of a whatnot used all the house's butter on his butter slide?
Yes, sir. Sir Roderick appears to have fallen with some heaviness, sir. And the parlour-maid Mary spoke of it with a good deal of animation, comparing his descent to the delivery of a ton of coals. I confess the imagery somewhat surprised me, for she is not a highly imaginative girl.
Jeeves?
Sir?
Could we perhaps return to the matter in hand? What am I going to do?
Sir?
Without butter, Jeeves, what am I going to do?
I fear that it will be necessary to postpone the cleansing of your face till a later date, sir. I shall be in a position to supply you with butter tomorrow.
And tonight?
Tonight, I am afraid, sir, you must be content to remain in statu quo.
Well?
A Latin expression, sir.
You mean nothing can be done till tomorrow?
I fear not, sir. It is vexing.
You would go so far as to describe it as that?
Yes, sir. Most vexing.
Oh, well, just as you say, Jeeves. Have you a cigarette?
Turkish or Virginian, sir?
Both. Thank you. And what... Oh, thank you, Jeeves. What do I do in the meantime?
As you have had a somewhat trying evening, I think it would be best, sir, if you were to get a good sleep.
Where? I've already seen Chuffy, and he won't have me in the house. So where, Jeeves? On the lawn?
If I might make the suggestion, sir, I think you would be more comfortable in the dower house. It is only a short distance across the park, and now Lady Chuffnell and Master Seabury have taken up residence in the hall. It is unoccupied.
It can't be. They wouldn't leave it empty.
One of the gardeners is acting as caretaker, sir, but at this hour he is always down at the Chuffnell Arms in the village. It will be quite simple for you to effect an entrance and establish yourself in one of the upper rooms without his cognizance, and tomorrow morning I could join you there with the necessary materials.
It's not my idea of a frightfully large evening, Jeeves. You've nothing brighter to suggest?
No, sir.
You wouldn't consider letting me have your bed for the night?
No, sir.
I see. Then I might as well be moving.
Yes, sir.
Good night, then, Jeeves.
Good night, sir.
As I walked to the dower house, I found my thoughts turning once again towards Sir Roderick Glossop with something which came pretty near to being a spirit of kindliness. Well, you know how it is. You go along for years looking on a fellow as a blister and a menace to the public weal, and then one day you suddenly hear of some decent thing he's done, and it makes you feel there must be good in the chap after all. It was so in the matter of this Glossop. Well, nobody, I reasoned, who could slosh young Seabury like that could be altogether bad. There must be fine metal somewhere among the dross. And I was just toying with the idea of inviting the old boy to lunch sometime, when this was all over, when I found that I'd arrived at the outskirts of the dower house. This bin, or depository for the widows of deceased Lords Chuffnell, was a medium-sized sort of shack, standing in what advertisements describe as spacious and commodious grounds. Tonight, being empty, it should have been quiet as the tomb. But it wasn't. From within was coming the spine-chilling sound of somebody singing "Lead Kindly Light." And then suddenly, as I approached, the singing stopped, and Brinkley's voice spoke 3 words that froze the gizzard.
It's the devil!
Oh, good Lord!
It's the black devil! Come back! Come back here! Yes. I want to kill you! Come here!
Oh, golly, what the blazing is he up to?
I want to get at you! Come here! Come back!
Well, I'm dashed. It's Sir Roderick. Sir Roderick! What ho, what ho!
What?
It's all right. Only B, Wooster.
Oh, Mr. Wooster.
Absolutely.
Good God. No doubt you are wondering, Mr. Wooster, what is the explanation of all this?
Not a bit, not a bit. I know all. I am abreast of the whole situation. I heard what had happened at the hall, and directly I saw you shoot out of that door, I knew what must have occurred here. You were planning to spend the night in the dower house, weren't you?
I was. If you have really been apprised of what took place at Chuffnell Hall, Mr. Wooster, you are aware that I am in the unfortunate position of...
Being blacked out? I know. So am I.
You?
Yes. It's a long story, and I couldn't tell you anyway because it's by way of being secret history. But you can take it from me, we are both in the same fix.
But this is astonishing.
Quite. You can't go back to your hotel, and I can't get up to London till we have taken the makeup off.
Good God.
Yeah. It seems to bring us very close together, what?
Mr. Wooster, we have had our differences in the past. The fault may have been mine, I cannot say, but in this crisis we must forget them and...
Stick together?
Precisely.
Yeah.
Now, that house, Mr. Wooster, the dower house, is, I speak in all seriousness, an inferno.
Quite.
I am not simply alluding to the presence on the premises of what appeared to me to be a dangerous lunatic. I mean that the whole place is congested with living organisms. Mice, Mr. Wooster, and small dogs, and I think I saw a monkey.
Eh?
I remember now that Lady Chuffnell informed me that her son had started to maintain an establishment of these creatures. But at the moment it had slipped my mind, and the experience came upon me without warning or preparation.
Of course, yes, Seabury breeds things. I remember him telling me. So you were snootered by the menagerie.
Shall I tell you of my experiences beneath that roof, Mr. Wooster?
Do. We have the night before us.
It was a nightmare. I had scarcely entered the place when a voice addressed me from a dark corner of the kitchen, which was the room in which I first found myself. "I see you, you old muddler," was the phrase it employed.
dashed familiar.
I need hardly tell you what consternation it occasioned me. I bit my tongue severely. Then, divining that the speaker was merely a parrot, I hastened from the room. I had scarcely reached the stairs when I observed a hideous form, a little short, broad, bow-legged individual with long arms and a dark, wizened face. He was wearing clothes of some description, and he walked rapidly, lurching from side to side and gibbering. In my present cool frame of mind, I realized that it must have been a monkey. But at the time...
Oh, what a home, eh? Add little Seabury and what a home. How about the mice?
They came later. But allow me, if you will, to adhere to the chronological sequence of my misadventures, or I shall be unable to relate the story coherently. The room in which I next found myself appeared to be completely filled with small dogs, and they pounced upon me, snuffling and biting at me. I escaped and entered another room. Here, at last, I was saying to myself, even in this sinister and ill-omened house, there must be peace. Mr. Wooster, I had hardly framed the thought when something ran up my right trouser leg. I sprang to one side, and in so doing upset what appeared to be a box or cage of some kind. I found myself in a sea of mice. Oh, and I detest the creatures. I endeavored to brush them off, and they clung the more. Eventually, Mr. Wooster, I quite simply fled from the room, and I had scarcely reached the stairs again when this lunatic appeared and attacked me. He pursued me up and down the stairs. I give you my word.
Oh, quite. We all go through it. I had the same experience.
You?
Rather. He nearly got me with a carving knife.
As far as I could discern, the weapon he carried was more of the order of a chopper.
He varies. Now the carving knife, anon the chopper. Versatile chap. It's the artistic temperament, I suppose.
But you speak as if you know this man.
I do more than know him. I employ him. He's my valet.
Your valet?
Fellow named Brinkley. He won't be my valet long, mind you, if he ever simmers down sufficiently for me to get near enough to sack him. Ironical, that, when you come to think of it, eh? I mean, do you realize that I'm giving this chap a salary all this time? I mean, in other words, he's actually being paid to chiver me about with carving knives. If that's not life, what is?
I see.
You had quite a night, haven't you?
Oh, a truly terrible night, Mr. Wooster. I shall not readily recover a normal tranquility of mind. Oh, my pulse is still high, and I do not like the way my heart is beating. However, by a merciful good fortune, all has ended well. You will be able to give me the shelter I so sorely need in your cottage. And there, with the assistance of a little soap and water, I shall be able to wash off this distasteful blacking.
You can't get that stuff off with soap and water. You have to have butter.
Oh, the point strikes me as immaterial. You can provide butter, no doubt?
Sorry, no butter.
There must be butter in your cottage.
There isn't. There isn't a cottage.
I cannot understand you.
It's burned down.
What?
Yes, Brinkley did it.
Good God!
A nuisance in many ways, I must confess. But be of good cheer. We may not be so well off for cottages, but the butter situation, I'm happy to say, is reasonably bright. We can't get any tonight, but it cometh in the morning, so to speak. Jeeves is going to bring me some as soon as the dairyman delivers.
But I cannot remain in this condition till morning.
Only course to pursue, I'm afraid.
Mr. Wooster, this cottage of yours, had it a garage?
Oh, yes.
Was that burned down also?
No, I fancy it escaped the Holocaust. It was well away from the scene of conflagration.
Is there petrol in it?
Oh, yes, lots of petrol.
Why, then, all is well. I am convinced that petrol will prove a cleansing agent equally as efficacious as butter.
Oh, but dash it, I say, you can't go to my garage.
Why not, pray?
You could if you like, I suppose. Not me, though. For reasons which I am not prepared to divulge. I propose to spend the rest of the night in the summer house on the main lawn of the hall.
You will not accompany me?
Sorry, no.
Then good night, Mr. Wooster. I will not keep you any longer from your rest. I am greatly obliged to you for the assistance you have accorded me in a trying situation. We must see more of one another. Let us lunch together one of these days. How do I obtain access to this garage of yours?
You have to bust a window.
I will do so. Good night then, Mr. Wooster.
Good night. I say, keep an eye open for wolves.
Wolves? Wolves? What are wolves?
Oh, nothing. Nothing. Good night.
In that episode, the parts were played as follows. Jeeves, Michael Hordern, Bertie Richard Briers, Lord Chuffnell Clive Francis, Sir Roderick Glossop John Graham, Brinkley Alaric Cotter, Police Sergeant Wools John Dunbar. The episode was adapted for radio by Chris Miller from the book Thank You Jeeves by P.G. Wodehouse. The programme was produced by Peter Titheridge.